This video is without a doubt the most important video I'll ever make. It's important to start at the beginning of this incredible journey. In 2018, Jake introduced me to the television series Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My heart wasn't really into watching it. Jake assured me it would get better, especially once we reached season 2. I'll never forget when we started watching season 2 and he looked at me with a smile and said, "It's Spike." He had already told me about this character and how much I would love him and enjoy watching Buffy once Spike came into the story. He was right. Spike became my favorite character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He was charismatic in every sense of the word. He had an incredible sense of humor. The writers gave Spike all the best lines, and James Marsters was so in touch with his character, he never failed to deliver. Whenever he was on screen with whoever he was on screen with, watching Buffy became a completely different viewing experience. We watched Buffy every night, at least 2 episodes a night, until we reached the point when it was time to integrate Angel into the marathon. Angel was a character in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and a spin-off series was created named after him. Angel became one of my top favorite television series of all time. What made it better, even better, is that the character of Spike transitioned over to Angel. I had never seen James Marsters in anything other than Buffy and Angel, so for me, he was his character. He was Spike, William the Bloody. Once you learn where Spike came from, what kind of man William really was, you understand that he could never really be 100% monster, despite being a vampire. He was passionate, loving, loyal, and soulful, even after he was sired and his soul was taken from him. Despite doing some very bad things as a vampire, he still had a soft and nurturing side. He was capable of deep love, and ultimately he was driven by that love to fight for the soul he lost when he became a vampire. Spike, William, James Marsters, to me, they were one. When I learned the cast of Angel was going to be at NYC Comic Con in 2019 for the 20th anniversary of Angel, I was beyond excited. I immediately purchased tickets for Friday, October 4th. I purchased a photo op and an autograph selfie combo at the table with James Marsters. I only had one mission in mind, to meet Spike, and to also have Caylee sired by the person she recognized as Papa. She used to watch Angel with us too. Once they announced what day the Angel panel was on, we had to purchase tickets off of eBay because that day was already sold out. This was Angel, the 20th anniversary reunion panel. It would have been a sin to miss it. The tickets cost a pretty penny, but we knew it would be worth it. We weren't going to pay to meet any of the other cast members individually, so this was the only opportunity we had to see the cast together. The photo op with James was hours prior to the meet and greet at the autograph table. I walked into the photo booth and was completely starstruck. James shook my hand. I was all smiles. As he went to stand next to me, I said, "Family photo, family photo." He shook my hand again as I thanked him a lot and said it was an honor to meet him and that I'd see him later. He said, "I hope so." Later that evening, when it was our turn in line for the autograph selfie, the first thing he said to me was, "You know, you had us all fooled. We thought she was real." I excitedly said, "Well, there's a story behind it, but she's real to me." He said, "Okay," and slightly nodded. I asked him, instead of an autograph, would he sire Caylee by writing Daddy Spike on her neck. He politely obliged. Then I told him I wanted the selfie to be of him holding Caylee. As he took her from my arms, he started to pose with her, facing the camera. But I quickly interrupted, and I said, I want her to be looking at you." It was like I was directing him. So he held her so that she was facing him, and he looked down at her like a proud papa. He was so kind during the whole interaction, and he was incredibly gentle with Caylee. For weeks leading up to this event, I had this vision in my mind of James holding Caylee and talking to her in character as Spike. To my surprise and emotional delight, that is exactly what James Marsters did. I was in awe. He held her in his hands, gently bounced her, looked into her eyes, said her name, and just talked to her. The only thing I remember him saying at the very end was, "Yeah, you look like a little criminal." I was so impressed with how James was able to read me and know exactly what I wanted. I was impressed with his professionalism and how he handled my requests. He was extremely kind, respectful, and it is so obvious he takes what he does seriously. He doesn't just do these conventions for the money. He truly enjoys engaging with his fans. He embraces his character and loves Spike as much as the rest of us do. The real Caylee died on October 3rd, 2015. On October 4th, 2019, reborn Caylee was literally reborn. Sired in ink by the incredible James Marsters as Spike, she can never truly die now. She is Vampire Caylee, daughter of William the Bloody, daughter of Spike. This was definitely the best experience I've had in my life so far. Thank you, James Marsters. You will never understand what this meant to me or why it meant so much to me. It is a memory I will cherish forever.